2016 Z06. Take a look. This is going to be an awesome review. But first, what I'm going to need you to do is, I'm going to need you to subscribe to the channel. We're going to have a lot of fun doing some real car reviews. We're not going to do stupid reviews. We're going to do real car reviews for real people. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wash the car, and you're going to subscribe. So here we go. All right, back to the Z06 2016. As you can see, this car is freaking amazing. Actually, some kid one day called it the Batmobile. I was at a parking lot. Some kid's like, hey, Dad, look, the Batmobile. I really heard this kid say that. So here's the Batmobile. This is the dark gray. As you can see, the tires, the wheels, the lines, the vents, whatever you want to say about it, you know, this car is just mean looking. It looks great. This is the best looking Corvette that they got. Some people might like that new C8, but this is still the best front engine Corvette ever made. They do have the ZR1, the high-end package, but we don't need that. That actually costs $40,000 more. So you can bust $40,000 in this bad boy, have well over 1,000 horsepower. This is the car you want. ...2016 Corvette Z06, 6.2 liter LT4, the same engine that's in the Cadillac CTS-V and the Camaro ZL1. Here in the Corvette, it's pumping out 650 on the horsepower, 650 on the torque. That comes stock. The Camaro's doing 650 and 650, and the Cadillac, they tuned it down a little bit. Out of all three of these cars, this one is by far the fastest, loudest, meanest, scariest, craziest. This car comes with three different interior packages. You got the 1LZ, the 2LZ, and the 3LZ. I have the 1LZ. It's the basic package. Not much. It's got just basic black seats, basic black, no nice stitching, no nothing crazy. The 2 and the 3LZ, you're gonna get a lot more fancy interior and bunch of crap you're not looking at when you're driving 150 miles an hour, so who really cares? The difference in the price between the 1 and the 3LZ is $10,000. Now, I'd rather take that $10,000 and put it into performance. Headers, intake, tuning, all the good stuff. And you can easily have, in fact, if you take that $10,000, you can have this car 850 plus on the power, easy. The handling on this car, as long as you got traction control on, it's all right. You take traction control off, you better be a race car driver, because this thing is crazy. All right, gonna come around the corner. Coming into the corner hot, coming into the corner hot. Yeah, we're gonna hit it, and we're gonna come all the way around. Come in hot. Oh yeah, sliding all over, baby. Oh yeah. Woo. Let's do that again. We'll do that a few times. Oh yeah, coming in hot, coming in hot. There we go. Oh yeah. Do this all day. It's my own little track. Oh yeah. second to none. Second to none. Let's spin this baby around. Let's get on it. We're good. Alright, here we go. Here we go. So aggressive, so mean. Just so much freaking fun. So much fun. Train tracks, you don't want to take those too hard. Easy on the train tracks, easy on the train tracks, and then go. One more time. Here we go. Now, of course, we all know about the overheating problem, but GM has definitely came up with a fix for it, but they won't fix it unless you have you already have it overheating. So right now, just having a little bit of fun, and it's cold outside. The car's getting really hot. You know, about 225 on the temperature, and you know, 320 is or over 300 is the red line for the temperature. So I called GM to get the temperature, the whole issue fixed, but they won't fix it unless I have a problem. So I'm going to call a few more times. I think that's garbage. You know, we should fix the car. You know it's a problem. You should fix it with the extra coolant package before the car actually overheats, and then you have more of a problem. The launch control, it's not easy. You gotta take all these, you know, put it in traction mode. In the manual, it tells you how to do it. I've tried it, it's not easy. Who cares? This thing goes fast anyways. Top speed, 200 miles an hour. 0 to 60. The climate between a 2.9 and a 3.3, depending on what you read in manual, automatic, at all. 2.9 or 3.3, I'll take either one. That's freaking fast. I have the 8-speed automatic. It's the Hydromatic 8L90, they call it. This automatic transmission was made for efficiency and performance, which is stupid. I like driving automatics. You know, like I said, I don't want to be trying to shift the car when I got a lot of things going on when I'm driving. So I prefer automatic transmissions. Keeps my hands available for other things. Whatever you want to think about, go ahead. But let's talk about this transmission. This transmission, people I've heard call it lazy, and I think that's the perfect name for it. If you're letting the car do the shifting for you, it does not want to get above 1.8 on the RPMs, you know, barely ever gets to 2,000 RPMs. It stays real low. It gargles a lot. It's very low in the RPMs and the gearing that it just does not drive, nor does it sound good at all. Horrible. Easy fix, just drive it with the paddle shifters. Drive it with the paddle shifters, you have no problem at all. You know, you control the rev range. And also, if you step on it, it goes into performance shifting mode automatically, performance mode. And that is awesome. I've had no problems at all with that. It shifts top of the band, and it's amazing. So if you're getting on this car or you're doing paddle shifters, no problem at all. If you're just driving around and you're letting the car do the shifting for you, transmission's horrible. The Camaro's got the 10-speed automatic, which I heard is way better. I'm gonna buy that car here soon, so I'm gonna have the LT4 in all 3 different versions. I already have the Cadillac. It's out on review. Check it out. I'll get the Camaro here in about another few months, and we'll do that too. The wheels, they're 20 in the back, 19 in the front. The back is 20 by 10. The front are 19 by 10s. These rims are amazing. They look gorgeous. They're beautiful. They're black. It just looks great. This is one of the best wheels on a stock, you know, coming from the factory I've seen in a long time. The problem, I do have a problem though, and that's with the tires. So the stock tires comes with the Michelin Pilot Super Sports. It is one of the top rated tires out there for traction, you know, as good as a track tire that you could drive on the street. You know, everybody knows about these tires, blah, blah, blah. So here's the deal. I don't track this car. I drive street 24/7. That's it. That's all I do is regular highway, back and forth to work, just like most 95% of people do with their cars. So the Pilot Super Sports is a very soft tire. And I got a nail in one of them. It can't be repaired. The tire is too soft of a material that, you know, your standard tire repair plugs just don't take, and it still slow leaks. Another problem I had is tires being so soft, I cracked one of my rims. One of my rear rims cracked. We don't know how. Could have been a pothole, could have been a bump. You know, I don't recall anything major that I hit. So I called Chevy, told them about my problem. I said, you know, I want a better tire. They told me to call Michelin. So I called Michelin, I talked to customer service. Had a long conversation. They just came out with the Michelin Pilot Super Sport all-season tire. It's newer than the Pilot Super Sports and the Cup 2s. It's newer technology, newer tire. It's stronger, more durable, but you're not gonna lose any of your traction and grip, and they assured me of that. So, and you know, it's gonna help protect the rims, you know, when you're hitting speed bumps or when you're hitting potholes that you don't see, or little bumps in the highway. So I purchased the all seasons for the rear. I have them on now for maybe 1,000 miles, and they're great. I mean, the traction's great. I have no problems. So I'm gonna stick with these all seasons, since all I do is street driving. And just recommend anybody that's looking for a tire to go with the Super Sport all season tires. Let's talk about the stereo system for anybody that actually cares about the stereo system in this thing. It's a Bose system. It's a 10-speaker Bose system, and you might as well not have a radio in here. It absolutely sucks. It's not loud. The engine of this car, plus with the added exhaust, is so loud you can't even hear the stereo anyways. You know, Bose is a good name, good company, but in this car it's garbage. But then again, who really cares? You don't buy this car for a stereo system. So, but that's the information about the stereo. So for the exhaust, I did Cook's headers, Cook's X pipe, and I left the stock mufflers on it. The only reason I left the stock mufflers is because if I took them off, Even if I put a performance muffler on it, it's so loud with just the headers and the X-pipe. I mean, it's insane loud. I didn't want to make it any more louder, so I left the mufflers on, and it sounds great. I don't know if you probably hear the exhaust this whole time, but the exhaust is, it shoots. Like when you're stepping on it and you're ripping through the gears, it sounds like it's shooting. It's just freaking incredible. The intake is still stock. I've called around for the intake, and I was told the actual stock intake on this thing is great. You know, if anything, they just recommend one of the those blue or green muffler, the blue or green filters, but just leaving the stock intake on. This is a racing company that races Corvettes. They race a lot of them. I saw on the internet the Holotech carbon fiber box. They're claiming on a dyno with just an intake, no tune, no nothing, getting 50 to 70 horsepower gains. Even though that box, the intake cost $1,800, for those type of gains on just an intake, that might be worth it. I'm gonna review it more, see what the difference is between getting that or a $400, you know, blue or green filter, maybe just $200. So I'll see about that. Gas, let's see, miles per gallon. The sticker claims about 15 on the city 22 highway. I'm seeing closer to the 15 range, and that's obviously because I do drive it hard often. In fact, let me run through my settings and let you know what I'm claiming right now. I'm averaging about 16.5 miles a gallon, and the best I've ever got, because it tells you it's pretty cool, 24.4. Driving the car through town, it's beautiful. People look at it, they hear it coming, they see it, they love it. It's a nice car to valet park. Oh, the valet guys get excited when they get the valet park a Z06. The steering, when you select the track mode, the steering tightens up really tight. In fact, I had somebody driving this car, and they called me and they're like, "Hey, there's something wrong with the steering wheel. It's really tight and hard to steer." I was like, "Oh, you're in track mode, right?" It says TR, and they're like, "Yeah, sorry, just move it to sport mode." They moved to the sport mode, and they were like, "Oh my God, it was that noticeable." You know, it's not a little subtle. It's very tight.